What's up, everybody? Hold on 1 second. I think this should be okay. We are trying something new today. Hi, how are you? And we are going to give it a couple more minutes, maybe 5, to get more people online. My name is Alan. I am the sales director of Vibe Solar. Today we are just going to answer your questions and your answers and go over why solar is oh, hi. Vibe Solar sees me. What's up? We're going to go over, why solar is something that we should talk about today during the coronavirus. It's a scary time for everybody, and we definitely want to address it and try to see, what questions you guys might have. Solar is something that we believe will save individuals money and homeowners money. And right now, it's really important for people that are losing their jobs or are on fixed incomes or possibly have lost income along the way. So we can benefit. We have some promotions and things we'd like to offer you today, as well as answer your questions and spend some time with you and give it a shot. So let's give it about 3 or 4 more minutes and get some more people online. I'm going to start tagging some individuals. If you know anybody that has been in the market for solar, invite them on, and we'll get started in about 2 or 3 minutes. Are you looking good, Vibe Solar? Hold on 1 second. I don't need that. Now I got to tag people. Hey, Vibe Solar, I can't tag people, so I don't know how to do this. Sarah, thank you for joining me. I don't know how to tag you on this. I know you sent me a picture, but I have no clue. So share this on your page. Thank you so much. If you guys are just jumping on, can you guys let me know your name and where you guys reside so I can kind of get to know who's jumping on? We need like a video manager, so we're looking for that, by the way. So if you have some creativity, we could use a video manager, because I'm terrible at this. Hola, amigo. Hello, Zamara. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today. While we wait for another minute or two, we are in our warehouse right now. Actually, I have solar panels here behind me. This is our warehouse. This is where we get stuff done on a daily basis. We are located in Lancaster, California, and also Ridgecrest. We have some offices in El Paso, Texas, and we are growing out there as well. So who else do we have on? We have Zamara, Sarah, Vibe Solar, I guess, is on as well. Who else is on right now? Thank you, Seth, for jumping online with us today. I appreciate that. Cool, and now we're at 10. Awesome. Who else is on with us? Go ahead and give me your name. If you're just jumping on, my name is Alan. I'm the sales director for Vibe Solar, and I'm here to answer your questions, your tough questions, the questions that you're afraid to answer when you see a sales rep out there in the field because you're afraid that they're going to sell you something. This is very open. I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to just get questions and answers from you. That's all. So, shoot out who's here. Type in the comments your questions. I'll tell you a little bit about who I am and how I got into this, what Vibe Solar is all about, what promotions we have going on, and why solar makes sense for you and your family. So while we allow others to come on, yeah, I'm okay with that. We are located in the Lancaster Commerce Center Drive Center over in off of Avenue K in the 14. So if you're local, you know where we are. Solar panels, they are what they are, right? With Vibe Solar, we use microinverters for our projects. So I'm just kind of taking you like on a tour while we wait for some others, but you'll see inside this guy, these are like little microinverters. So with our solar projects, what's cool is we do all of our own installs. We do only purchasing. We don't do any lease options. We use microinverters underneath all of our solar panels, which is kind of cool because then, this is like the brain of every panel. Instead of having like one big brain, it has like little brains under everyone. It's one of my favorite things about solar is our inverters. And they have like really cool monitoring behind them as well. We have racking here in our office. We have all our cables and such, and then very simplistic desks and stuff. And I'd let you know that because we don't run business fancy like at all, right? So we run business very minimally in the way of expenses because at the end of the day it saves you money. So you won't see us on a billboard, you won't see us on TV, you won't see us on radio, you won't see us with a bougie office. We do plan on remodeling it a little bit, but not bougie because all of that stuff is an expense. All of that is overhead. We're here to save you money at the end of the day. So, hi Carol, how you doing? Hi Erica, hi Danielle. So let me go into a little bit about who I am. And if you know anybody who's interested in solar down the road, or you could think of somebody off the top of your mind, this will be saved on our Facebook page, so you can always rewatch it. But my name's Alan, and I started with Vibe Solar about two years ago, almost 2.5 years ago. And before I did this, I ran restaurants for 17 years. And I was a general manager for a Hooters, assistant GM for a Dave & Buster's, and also with Buffalo Wild Wings too. I was doing that for a long time, but I loved it, but it was also the only thing that I knew. I wasn't familiar with sales. I had no sales background, anything like that. In 2017, I had my daughter, and she was a big part of my life. She was my first kid, right? And I wanted to put her to bed, and I wasn't doing that anymore. I was driving from Palmdale to Los Angeles every day for work. So I was looking for a career shift. I actually took a leap. I jumped out of pretty much a plane and just started Uber driving, which was a big difference. I was making really good money at Dave & Buster's, and I left to drive for Uber. Shortly after that, I ran into Vibe Solar simply for the fact that I had solar for about 1.5 years before I came to work for them. Asked them if they were hiring, and they took me on their sales team, and it's just something I should have done about 10 years prior. So I started off as a customer. I loved the experience that was provided to me, and I just wanted to be part of that team. I wanted to be part of a company that I believed in, a product that I believed in, so I didn't feel like I had to sell, because selling was never something I wanted to do. Selling just felt forced, and this was the only thing that I can find that was pretty organic. So got into solar about 2.5 years ago. I will never turn back. This is the only company I've ever worked for. I think as a client base, I'm close to about 200 clients since I've started in the last 2.5 years. So I have a lot of people that rely on me. So I have a lot of experience. So if you have some questions for me, let me know. Solar is a booming market right now. The state of California is trying to get to about 50% of the state renewable energy by 2030, so we're on our way. All the new houses are being built in 2020 are required to have solar that are being built, so they're going to have 4 to 6 panels for each individual home. And so it's a big booming market out here. And what's kind of nice is, we do purchased solar, which means that there's no down payment or upfront cost or any hidden fees or anything of that nature. And it just replaces your current electric bill. So instead of you using electricity from Edison or PG&E, you're going to use your own solar power. You're going to use your own energy within your home at a cheaper cost than what you're currently paying already. What's great about selling solar is, unlike anything that you could currently be sold in the marketplace, right? So if you were sold like a water heater, or you were sold to upgrade your kitchen or flooring or anything like that, you're in additional debt. And with solar, it's an immediate savings no matter how you look at it. It's going to save you up to 20 to 30% off your current electric bill. You have no down payment, no payments until 2 months after install. No matter how you look at it, you're paying for electricity either by this guy, by SCE, You're never going to pay that off in your entire life for 20, 30 years, or you're going to have solar where you can pay this thing off in 5 to 10 years and never see the bill again. And that's incredible about solar, and that's why it's easy to sell. That's why it's easy to talk about it. That's why I believe in it, because this is not going to put any of you into additional debt, especially in a time of the coronavirus, right? We are completely scared. We don't, there's people that are afraid that they're going to lose their jobs if they have not lost them already. There's people who are on fixed incomes. There are people that are making less money now. They took pay cuts in order to keep their jobs. And that the only difference is that electric bill is not going to get cheaper. SCE or PG&E are not going to sit back and go, well, hey, we're in an economy crisis, so let's go ahead and lower our electric rates. They might allow you to make a payment late by a month or two in order to get on your feet, but they're going to expect that payment in the next 2 to 3 months as a whole lump sum, just like your mortgage, right? So with solar, you're going to pay less, which if you're already going to pay for Edison or PG&E, I'm reading your messages too. If you're already going to pay for PG&E or Edison at that $200 a month bill, especially coming up to summer, and you barely could afford it when you were making money, and you sure can't afford it when you don't have the job, then this is where we talk about solar, because we can make it make sense and make it pay less. Emily, good question. Does solar add value to your home? As a purchase, it does. Okay, if you lease a system, it does not add value to your home. Why? Because you don't own it, right? It's like if you lease a vehicle, you don't own your vehicle. So the company that you're leasing it from does, and they'll maintain it and do all that they need to do. But come year 4, they take your car away and you have to get a new one, or you have to buy it out. With a purchase, it adds value to your home. The lowest I've seen it add value was about 7%, and the highest was 14% value to your home. If you purchase solar, I definitely recommend having the mindset that you're going to live there for at least another 5 years, minimum, right? If you're only going to live there for the next year or 2 years, I'm a very honest guy. I'm going to tell you, you know what, it's probably best to go lease it, because you haven't really got an ROI on this yet. It's going to take about 6 to 7 years of Edison bills that you would have paid to really pay off your entire solar system. And it's going to take you about 5.5 years to get positive equity on your home. So when you go to sell it, you're going to see a positive equity. So let's say you owe the system $10,000 and yet you got $17,000 additional value to your home when you went to sell it. You pay off the $10,000, you walk away positive $7,000, you move into your new home, and now you just buy another solar system you call us. And now you're back to a $150 payment, and yet you're up $7,000 when you sell your property. So what's great about solar is less than what you're paying right now. And then when you do get the federal tax credit, which is 26% of your entire system, you get back federal tax credit. You get additional equity on your home. So a lot of that money can go right back into the system. So however you look at it, we're going to talk about it. It's a savings. Hi, Andrew. How you doing? How much does solar cost? What's the process in which we go solar with you? I like how Vibe Solar is asking Vibe Solar questions. How much does solar cost? Solar is completely dependent on however many panels you require. So what that means is you might be a family that only needs 8 panels, and you might be a family that needs 20 or 25. And we determine that off of your electric bill. So most and all electric bills have a graph on it, and that graph will then tell you how many kilowatt hours you use in that month or for that year. So we take that information. We'll also lay out a design on your roof, which depending on where we place the panels will also determine how many panels you're going to need. So if you only have a west and east roof compared to a north and south roof, or if you have a north and south roof but limited space on your south roof and more on your north, you're going to need more panels than you would if you have a great south facing roof, because that's where the sunlight's directly going to hit. So there's a lot of variables, direction, arrays of the roof, what's your kilowatt hours, what's your usage. I would be very honest with you, as that's what this Q&A is about. The average bill that I put together is typically about $120 a month. But the lowest bill I ever put together was $39 a month. So, and a commercial building that I put together was, $500 or $600 a month. So it's super fluctuates. But, typical household, 1,800 square feet, family of 4, typically around at 120. Family that needs 26. Riley, you need 26 panels? What makes you different than other companies? So Leah, let's start with yours, because that's the one I see up here first. So how do you qualify? So you have to have a 600 score or better with our current banks. If you have a bankruptcy in the last 3 years, it's hard to also qualify. If you have anything above a 700, congratulations, you are perfect, and I can do anything with you. You don't even have to have $1 of income. And if you're sitting on some cash, we do have cash discounts available as well. So it's very easy to qualify. 600 is a very great score to start off with, and we can get about 85 to 90% of our clients approved through our processes. Yes, Jessica Sanchez, I want to see what question you had because it was good. What is falling off the ceiling behind you? Where are you working from in a warehouse? Yes, Jessica, we actually are working in a warehouse. We are in the Commerce Center Drive area, right by AAA. This place was completely gutted when we got it because it was, and that's the way that we got our monthly rent down, was just to kind of do it. So we're going to be doing a little bit of work in here so that we can bring in clients. But again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. We're very minimalist. Like, we work in this environment where we're 100% about the community and about savings. And when we talk about community, let me give you an example. This right here is actually what the owner of the company put together. So it was her birthday on the 28th, and we did a pretty much a handout for food, diapers, baby food, supplies. We had a lot of, we had pastas, we had all sorts of stuff for adults too. This is kind of what we're left over. So, we're all about the community and giving back. And so I rather spend, to be very honest with you, I rather spend the time in the community giving back to those that need it most, giving back in the holidays, but more often or not, giving back when it's not a holiday, when other companies aren't doing it as well. And I want to be out there in the field. I want to be one-on-one with our clients. I want to not be behind a phone, not be behind the internet. I'm very, very local. I'm almost never home. I'm always with you guys. So if I'm spending time like that, I don't really have time to spend on permits and building and all that stuff within our four walls. And just like ownership, we're all the same way. So we like to redirect our attention to you guys and not so much the structure of the building or, like I said, extra marketing. Word of mouth is the best marketing in our business. So minimalist, spend less money, save you guys some money. What else? What makes you different than the other companies? Good question, man. I never worked for another solar company, right? So I can't say, hey, look, I work for this guy. And I respect every solar company out there. 100%. I say it in-house when I'm with clients. I never talk negative about anybody. There's really nothing to talk negative about. Everybody's just different how they do business, right? Some people are a larger company, and so people want to do business with a larger company that they've been in business for 30 years and they're across the country. For some people, they just want to work with a mom and pop shop, smaller business. Some people want to lease. Some people want to purchase. So there are a lot of variables. For me, what makes us better is we're a woman veteran-owned company. And she's also a breast cancer survivor too. So my philosophy, and she might hear this, but this is what I tell everybody. If you have an opportunity to do life twice, you do it differently. Right? So if you've ever if you ever knew anybody that got to the point where they could lose their life, but didn't lose it and had a second chance to do things differently, and do it in a more positive and giving way, that's how Vibe Solar is ran. Vibe Solar was given a second life, a second chance from the owner to come back and do things differently, to come back and give more than they receive. And that's quite honestly the company that I chose to work for. That's a company that I'm proud to work for. 100%. I put in, a near 80 to 90 hours a week, selflessly. I think that's the word. And if it's wrong, I apologize. You know what I mean? I do it for the love of the company. But that's what it's about for me. It's very giving. It has a lot of heart behind it. And you're not going to find that, in my opinion, in another company. And the fact that they're veteran owned and they went out there, they risked their life. Honestly, you couldn't ask for a better ownership for said company. So I think a lot of it has to do from the head, from the start. And then it takes people like me and the people that I work with and the sales team behind me that has the sales experience behind it, to run a company in a very honest, organic way that we don't have to have accolades, right? We don't have to be AV's best, even though we want to be, but we don't have to be. Because everything is organic. Everything has a meaning and a purpose. And we actually build true friendships and relationships with our clients. You're not another number. And if you're on here and you're a client of ours, I know you know that too, because we all keep in contact with you pretty consistently, and it's not always about solar. It's about your kids, your family, and how you're doing. So, so where are we at? Sorry, I am just talking a lot. How long is the process to get solar from beginning to end? Solar, it's actually pretty simple. So normally it's about 4 to 6 weeks to get things turned around, unless you have a ground mount, and it takes a little bit longer with permitting. Right now we're saying about 6 to 8 weeks because of the coronavirus. So the buildings are shut down in some areas, so it is delaying the process a little bit. Just know that Vibe Solar is extremely on top of it. And then once it gets to building, that's kind of where it sits in limbo for a little bit until we can get your solar permit. So comfortably 6 to 8 weeks. I'd rather say that and then surprise you with a 4-week install instead of saying 4 weeks and then delay it another 4. And then the physical install only takes 1 to 2 days, and you're updated along the entire way. So Danielle, I really appreciate it. Thank you for your feedback. Oh, Leah, thank you. Selfless. Hi, Christina. Chuck, what's up? Love you guys. Oh, man, that was really sweet of you to say. We love you so much, Andrew. Awesome. What are some other questions you guys have? Zamara, help me out. What are some questions that you want me to ask? I'll talk about kind of the process with us. So we get everything approved, and then we work right into your plans. We'll do a site survey. We'll get your house scoped out, and we'll make sure that we get all our measurements and everything fits. We'll get a set of plans to you. You'll sign it within about 2 weeks, and then we'll do the permitting process for you. We'll do the interconnections for you. We'll get everything set for you all the way from A to Z. You don't even have to be home for install as long as we have access through your gate, and then we're right back, and then we'll be complete within 1 to 2 days. So extremely easy process, very hands off. You guys are paying for a service, and that's what we provide. So there's a few signatures along the way for interconnections and smoke detectors and things that the city needs, but I guarantee it's a very simplistic process. But you can't cut cost when there's literally fiberglass hanging over your head, man. Your boss is giving you a pre-existing condition just in time for COVID-19, which is now in the AV. Possibly, but I'll be honest with you, I don't want to speak out of turn, Jessica. I am not an expert of fiberglass or construction myself. I am a solar expert. I mean, they didn't force me, and let's be honest, they didn't force me to be here in the office today. I actually chose to be. I'm a father of my 3-year-old, and my wife is actually pregnant. And so my wife's extremely flexible with what I do. And so I find that it's easier to get things done at the office than at my house where I get distracted. I want to make sure that our time is with you today. Can you said you can cut me a deal on KET? Blair, what is KET? KET. What are the chances of getting some ketamine for my sick horse? Can I have some for my horses? How much ketamine do you? I don't know what's going on here. What does ketamine, everybody? So stimulus check. So the stimulus check, the promotion that we're offering right now. Oh, we got 101. This is pretty cool. The stimulus check that we're offering right now is 18 months on us. And we're also going to pay your utility bills for the next, for the time from that you sign to the time that you're installed. So that means you sign with us. We determine what your monthly payment will be. So if your monthly payment is $100 a month, then we're going to cut you $1,800 check. That check will be provided to you when we install your project. And once we install your project, we will give you that check for $1,800, and any utility bill that you have from the day that you sign to the day that you get installed, we'll also take care of that as well. That's our way of saying thank you, allowing us to earn your business, and to kind of give you a break, right? Again, there's people that are out there losing their jobs, and so if you don't have to pay your electric bill for the next 18 months, then that's what we're here for. Cool. Could be seen on some Kohler kit. All right, cool. Any other questions? I'm never really good to talk about myself, so I'm trying to see. I appreciate your concerns of the building. The building is due to get renovated, but due to COVID, we still have delay in our construction. This guy. Okay, cool. So, what we are, where we're at now with. Right now, where we're at with the COVID-19 is we're focusing a lot on and a lot of our email blast and Facebook, we're focusing on virtual appointments. So if you, let me move that, there you go, it's distracting seeing all those comments come up like that. So right now we're focusing on online presentations or over the phone. So if you're interested in getting a quote, please make sure that you message us or send us a comment below, and we'll keep our eyes out for you. There's no I don't know what I'm trying to say. We don't have to go solar with us, just as long as, we can get you some free information. No pressure. So if you want to send us your electric bill or talk with us, message us or comment us below. We are doing Zoom calls. We've closed a couple of deals in the past 2 weeks over Zoom, also over the phone. And we can still do in-house visits. We're extremely mindful of what is going on. But you might have a family that just does definitely want to meet you in person, and we have individuals who are comfortable doing that. So we're being extremely mindful, but we are definitely pushing Zoom calls and phone calls to have conversations and do business together. So if you're interested, please let us know, and we will make sure that we get that 18-month promotion to you. And we'd be happy to get you the information that you require to make an informed decision to your investment. And I really apologize, but there's all these comments, and I don't know. So anybody else have any questions I can help you with? Or Zamara, is there anything that you want us to touch on? I've never did Facebook Live, so seeing this trolling is extremely weird. Oh, the tax credit. So good question, Seth. So the federal government is offering a 26% tax credit off of your system. So let's just put that in perspective. If you have a $10,000 system, the federal government will provide up to $2,600 for you as 26% of $10,000. So what that means is that it's next tax season, when you get you could collect a refund. So not everybody does. If you don't pay taxes, you may not qualify. So you want to talk to your tax preparer. But if you do get a refund of that amount, the $2,600 on a $10,000 system, you would take that money and you can either keep it because this is a purchase, or you can take the money and you can apply it towards your loan. And if you apply it towards your loan, you're going to keep your same monthly payment. So what that means is, let's say for the first, let's say your monthly payment's $60 a month. Okay, and every month for 18 months, whether you decide you're going to apply the tax credit or not, it's going to be $16 a month. So that's awesome. $60, that's pretty cool. So then on month 19 of your loan, you have a decision to make. Okay, you're either going to take the tax credit and you're going to apply it to the loan to keep your monthly payment at that $60, or you can keep the tax credit for 26%, which is nice chunk change, $2,600 in your bank account, but your payment might go up $20 a month. So you make a decision. Am I okay with $20 more a month, and I have $2,600 in my bank account, or do I want to give the bank the money and then I'm just going to have 26%, or my payment will just go $20 a month? But I could do something with the $2,600. Hi. How's it going? I don't know why my team just busted in here. That scared the crap out of me right now. So anyway, 26% tax credit. So you're getting, it's a federal tax incentive. This is the last year for the 26% tax credit. Next year it's going to go down to 22%, and then it expires in 2022. So if you are interested in solar, this is definitely a great year to do it, because you're maximizing the most benefit, the most incentives during this year. Okay. Oh, no, I'm ignoring. I'm just trying to make sure I got everybody's in here. Cool. All right. So this is Ernie. Can you see you? Can they see you? So Ernie's one of our sales reps. And So Ernie is one of your sales reps. And why are you? What do you do with the company? What brought you into the company? Why do you do what you do? Tell them about yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Alan. You got a lot of friends, man. 284 people, first and foremost. I've been in the sales representative position with the company now. And I have a background in real estate, so that's kind of why I got interested in solar. The industry, according to pretty much every metric, is that this is going to be the fastest growing energy sector until 2050. So, my wife and I like to go to Palm Springs. We like to look at all the wind turbines, and we see that this is the direction things are going. I mean, what's been exciting and maybe unfortunate for the oil industry right now is watching oil prices go down because there's these huge bidding wars in the Middle East. And I just know that fossil fuels are not going to be the thing that we're relying on in 10 years. So just like we didn't have phones, like this 10 years ago, now we're doing all of our commerce on our phones. So how's that going to affect people in California for their homes with solar? Well, they're going to be required to buy expensive equipment that's built in by commercial companies, or they can install it on their own for a fraction of the cost with companies like ours. So the thing that's nice, at least about California, is there's so many companies out here that are offering it that it drives down the price for the consumer. And the thing about other states that makes it attractive is that you're going to be getting really high quality technology at a very low cost before it becomes something that's dominated or like owned by a single entity that forces you to buy their equipment. So I don't really know if I answered your question at all, but that's my background in solar and that's what I'm interested in. I love this company specifically because we're a real solar company with solar panels in our warehouse, as opposed to a lot of the other ones that are basically just trying to do, or not even to speak negatively of other companies, but they're more focused on really the amount of money that their salespeople make and not the quality of their contracting work. So that's what I like about Vibe. It's a contracting company. We're like blue collar people here that drive like SUVs, and we're doing good to the community. So
cool. And this is Joey. He's a lot of you have probably seen Joey out there in the field. He's solely responsible for getting your information and to get you guys hyped up before we come in. So Joey, what do you have to say?
Hello everyone. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We actually just came from an appointment. It went really well. We were able to save them money. I've been working with Vibe for almost 2 years, and the reason I love working with Vibe Solar because we're saving our clients on a daily basis up to 40% less by going solar, where we offer a 25-year warranty, like you probably heard Alan say, on our solar panel equipment, 25 warranty on the roof where we place the panels, and we also do monitoring, and we love helping people, and also we love paying everyone a referral fee. So that's what I like about Vibe Solar and the industry that we're in.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Joey.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So we do have a 25-year warranty. 25-year warranty on the equipment, 25-year workmanship warranty. We even cover your roof for 25 years too. So anything that solar touches, we're all about you guys. We're not here to nickel and dime you. We want to make sure you get a good bang for your buck, and then you'll be more likely to refer us. And again, word of mouth. Best one is marketing. So cool. All right, so I think that is pretty much it for me. If you guys would be interested in setting an appointment with us, please comment below or please send us a message. We'd love to go ahead and do a Zoom meeting with you or a video call to get you guys some more information on what we can offer you. Also, again, we do have that 18-month promotion going as well. And we really appreciate you spending the time with us today on our first question and answer. And we'll try to do this more often as well. Thank you very much, guys. You guys have a great day, and I really appreciate you taking the time to spend with us. Thank you.